It's a big one. It's the first time we've ever faced one of the other supposed big threes in La Liga. Today we're travelling to Catalonia to take on little Messi, twatty Griezmann, and bitey Suarez. It's Barcelona. Barcelona, such a beautiful horizon, as Freddie Mercury once sang, and also as Freddie Mercury once sang, he sang "We Are the Champions." That's probably not relevant at this stage in the tournament. But he also sang, "Tonight we're going to have a real good time," and I think we are. We're taking on Barcelona. There's a couple of players that we should be a little bit wary about, perhaps in there. Perhaps you've heard of a little guy called Messi. We've got Suarez, we've got Griezmann, we've got there's a player in every position for Barcelona. I think the goalkeeper Ter Stegen, it's going to be tough, but we're coming off the back of some good form. So let's talk about that good form, shall we? Nice segue there, did you see what I did? So Lyon was the last game, and I think the last couple of games on the channel have been a little bit concerning, perhaps. Perhaps you were starting to think, here we go, Jim's going to start fucking this up. We had the loss to Betis, and then we had the loss to Lyon, and it just so happens that those were the two games that were on the channel, which is unfortunate, because then we went on to just spank everyone. 2-1 Celta Vigo, Osasuna 2-1, Lokomotiv Moscow 4-1 in the Champions League group, and I'll come on to Champions League in a minute so we can have a look at the table and see where we sit there. We're first. Leganes 3-2, Real Valladolid 2-1, Alaves 2-0, and then Lokomotiv Moscow, we narrowly won 1-0 in that one again. So we've got a tough couple of games coming up now. We've got Barcelona today, and then straight after that, in 3 days' time, we've got Juventus, which is a bit tough, isn't it? A 3-day break between two of the best teams in Europe. So that run is still only enough to put us in second place at the moment. We dropped some points, and unfortunately Barcelona haven't dropped any yet. So basically, today's game is quite important. You may call it a 6-pointer, even this early on in the season. 12 to 13 games played at the moment. Real still a little bit behind us, but, with a couple of losses, they could easily pick up. So it's not over yet. The battle is on. The top three are there. Sevilla not out of the race either. Valencia not out of the race. Betis up there as well, which makes our loss not look quite so bad. But yeah, it's still all to play for, and it's fairly tight, I would say there. Barcelona could run away with it if we're not careful. So Champions League, we're in a good position. We're top on 9 points, Juventus second on 7, then Lyon, then Lokomotiv Moscow. We've played Juventus and Lyon once, and we've played Lokomotiv Moscow twice, and we got 2 wins from Lokomotiv Moscow, which is good. That's what we needed. Lyon, we lost, as you know. Juventus, we won. So what we need to do now is we need to beat Juventus ideally, but if we don't beat Juventus, then we definitely probably need to beat Lyon to go through. But it's not Champions League today, it's La Liga, and the team that we're playing are these bad boys. Barcelona. Look at the state of them. Shall we? We might as well. Boing! Fuck me, look at the state of him. Just won the Ballon d'Or. He just won the Ballon d'Or again for the, what is it, millionth time now? I don't know, it probably says here somewhere, but he's won it a lot. Let's not start the arguments about who's better, him or Ronaldo. They're both incredibly good. Well, we can start the arguments about them if you want. Go in the comments, leave your comment, and have a big fucking fight amongst yourselves. I don't need to read all of these attributes out to you. You can see them there, clear as day. He's not very good at long throws. So, if we can force him to have to take long throws, is that a tactic I can deploy? He is a brilliant player, we know that, but let's have a look at his season stats and see if maybe he hasn't been very good in the game. 20 appearances, 14 goals. Shit. That's good, isn't it? 7.68 is his average rating for the season in all competitions, which is good. In La Liga, 7.6, so he hasn't been quite as good in La Liga. That's a little bit skewed by the World Cup qualifying section, I would think, where he's had 8.2. So, some of that will reflect in this, but then again, Super Classico, He had 6.8, so that might have taken it down a notch as well. He's won 78% of his tackles, he's completed 82% of his passes. Only 46% of his shots have been on target, but to be honest, if you're scoring 14 goals in 20 games, it doesn't really matter, does it? He's having a good season. Our only hope is that he gets injured within the first 5 minutes or something like that. What I am going to do, and I'm not going to do it to Messi, but what I am going to do is, if he's playing, there he is, the little tit, Antoine Griezmann, the guy that left us for Barcelona. And if you don't know the story of this, essentially Barcelona tapped him up while he was still playing for Atleti, and they were having conversations behind the scenes, and they waited for his release clause price to drop before they went in for an offer, and it was kind of all duplicitous and done behind the scenes, and there's a very bad vibe between Atleti and Barcelona, more than normal because of this transfer. So he has almost personally affronted me with that, because I am now the manager of Atleti. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell my players to go in hard on him. I don't want to cut him any slack. He's only got 10 strength. So if we can pressure him and knock him over and kick him a few times, maybe we can neutralise him a little bit. As far as the other annoyance goes, Luis Suarez, I mean, what do you do about him? So his aggression's quite high. It's similar to Diego Costa, you know, we could try and wind him up a little bit maybe. That's the only thing we can really do. In fact, I probably will do that. I'll just make people kick him a bit more, but then he winds them up as well, so let's just go for the tactic. Kick Griezmann, kick Suarez, and you can't kick Messi because he's too tricksy. I mean, look at this trophy cabinet. Oh my goodness. You don't normally get that many numbers come up when you hover over a cup. I mean, look at this. 5 Champions Leagues, 26 La Ligas, 5 UEFA Super Cups, 30 Campeonato de España, Copa de Su Majestad El Rey, Copa del Rey, so 13 Supercopa de Españas. They just, you know, the list goes on. Europa League 3 times. Busquets as the defensive midfielder. Now his positioning is very good, so it doesn't matter too much that his acceleration and pace are dropping a little bit. You can't really say that he's a weak link, can you? But can you? No, you can't. I'm desperately trying to find a weak link here. So in the comments, in our loss against Betis, but basically, I was questioning why we'd lost that game, and I mentioned that we'd basically been playing the same tactic for 8 games. How can this be that suddenly the tactic has failed? And you know, I don't necessarily think you do have to change the tactic up each time, but it was, I've written the name down, Dara Moore raised that potentially the reason that we could have lost that game is because we've been playing the same tactic, and okay, maybe. I don't think it was in that instance. I think it was just that Betis were the better team on the day. And in fact, they weren't the better team, but, you know, Betis got lucky, essentially. But, nevertheless, today, we are changing the tactic, playing our third tactic, and this is the tactic that we used against Juventus, and it worked against them. So I'm thinking if it works against Juventus, a much, you know, a bigger, very good team with Ronaldo, perhaps it will work against Barcelona and Messi. What it consists of is Llorente down here as an anchor man playing on defend. And if you remember, I spoke about this previously, and essentially he works like a Carrilero. He fills in these gaps. Well, he fills in all the way across the centre there. He doesn't tend to get forward very much. He just fills in across the middle between the midfield and the defence. And in fact, let's have a look at anchorman. Is that what the description is? The water carrier sits in the hole between the defence and midfield. Yeah, that's exactly what the anchorman is supposed to do, and it's exactly what he was doing in the last game. So also, just so we're being a little bit less gung-ho, we've got Trippier and Lodi on support mentalities instead of attacking for this game. Saul is playing as Carrilero. Just thought I'd test that out and see how it works. It's not the time for testing things out like that, but if we're playing a different formation, then perhaps that would work. And again, the reason for that is that we've got Lamar and Herrera both on attack mentalities, so when they go forward, Saul will hopefully, you know, essentially you're going to have these two scanning left and right here and here. These two will break forward, so we'll essentially have 4 up front, and then we'll have 2 players it sounds crazy, 2 players left and right moving up and down, moving across the pitch widthways in the middle. In theory, that's how it works in my head. Whether that actually happens or not, who knows? The choice of players here, so this is essentially kind of our strongest team, almost, with the exception of perhaps Koke might be in there. But I didn't really want to play... I mean, Koke is good on the left, he's good in the centre, he's good all over the place. Koke's going to be kind of a sub that can come on and tidy things up if needs be. The other player to mention is Diego Costa. Diego Costa and Morata in that up front position there are interchangeable, essentially, as is Felix and Correa. But Felix, I'm just hoping with him as a trequartista there, he's potentially going to get more involved up front with Morata. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Hopefully this works. I feel like it will. We're going to be positive straight away. There's no point in sitting back and playing cautious just because they're a good team. I do believe in real football, as in Football Manager, that you have to go out and play your game, force your mentality onto them and force them to have to cope with it. And we'll see how it goes. If we need to tweak and make changes, we will. Go out there and enjoy playing without any pressure on you. That's done nothing. Okay. Did nothing, so great. Let's see how we get on. Suarez kicks off. Oh god, it's nerve-wracking, isn't it, straight away. Griezmann's got the ball. Trippier smashed him. 5 minutes gone, not much happening so far. Here's Suarez. Wage. Here's Griezmann. Oblak saves. Just to confirm, I have got our players going in hard on Griezmann and Suarez. Trying to rile them. Corner comes in and Lenglet just misses. We've intercepted it. Here's João Felix. Felix! He scored! Felix has scored! Get in! Come on, Felix! Brilliant! Brilliant! What a tactician I am. Messi with a fucking dodgy ball that Trippier intercepts. Saul tidies up first time to Felix. Felix, that looks nothing like Felix, by the way. Power strike. And at the near post, and Ter Stegen had no chance. De Jong, De Jong's found Semedo. We're a little bit lacklustre at the back there. Semedo, Herrera cleans it up. Lamar to João Felix, over the top to Morata. Is he onside? He's onside! He's missed! Trippier. Tackled. Get it back. Get it off him. It's Griezmann. Smash him. Here's Semedo. He's a bit fast, isn't he? Tackle Messi. Tackle Messi, go on. Oh shit, he missed it completely. Oh god, he's gone round everyone. Saul over the top to Felix. It's a good ball. Oh, and Messi's through. Tackle him. Lodi, brilliant. Felix. Oh, Busquets tidies up. Oh, that's found Messi again. Oh, goodness me. Griezmann! Anyone but Griezmann. Anyone but Griezmann. Anyone but Griezmann. Bloody Griezmann. Fucking narrative, isn't it? The writing was on the wall. We knew Griezmann was going to score. Little twat. Suarez. Wage. Oh! Arthur! No! Go! Oh! Get to it. Get to it, Morata. Well played, Morata. Go, go, go. It looks bald there. Go round him. Go round him. Penalty. Oh, PK with a good challenge. Herrera. Lamar. Ah! Messi in. Lamar clears. Oh my god. Suarez has a shot from outside the area and Oblak gets to it. Messi. Oh, they found Griezmann. This isn't good. Tackle him. Get it, Oblak! God damn it! Oh, god damn it! Oh, god damn it! Griezmann, little. Oh, near post. He bit him. Lamar with the corner. Sergio Busquets clears. Arthur clears to Messi. Don't really want Messi. Oh, what? That was a perfectly good challenge. Get in position. Get in position. Oh, he takes it quick. Felipe. Oh, come on. No. No, no, no. 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 ages. How did that stay in? Oh, God, it was a good goal, actually. Bullshit. Okay, I've told them to show me something else in the second half. Whether they will or not is... well, anybody's guess. Problem we've got here is my computer's decided it's going to fucking turn into an aeroplane and take off. Okay, we've gone attacking. We need to now. Barcelona are just too good, aren't they? Oh, not Messi again. Oh, God. Defensive width. We need to be slightly wider with our defensive width, I think, because they're getting in behind us, and I think we'll set our defensive line back a little bit. And in fact, we might as well have a line of engagement down a little bit as well, and we'll hope that does something. Already on attacking mentality. Here's Lamar. Comes to nothing. Jimenez. Back to Trippier. Oh, Trippier tries to go over the top and doesn't make it. Felix intercepts. Here's Llorente to Jimenez. Jimenez to Herrera. Morata. I saw a man over there. There's Lodi. Go, Lodi. Lodi. Trips. Felix! We need to go back quick. Morata. Trippier. Felix! Felix! Have a shot! Ter Stegen. Brilliant from Lodi. Here's Lamar. Come on, Lamar. Oh, up someone's bum. Messi to De Jong. Look how far back Messi is. And there goes Dembele. Tackle him! Oh, well played, Jimenez. Oh, and Felix is through. Felix to Morata. No! And here they go again with Dembele. Dembele's found Griezmann. Please not Griezmann. Please not Griezmann. Oh, hits the post. Ooh, Griezmann. Okay. Morata isn't doing incredible, so Costa can come on, because Costa can make a difference. Who else can make a difference? Correa can make a difference. But do I bring Correa on for Felix? No, I'll tell you what. That'll do. And then I'll also go into tactics. I'm just going to put Lamar up there, and I'm going to make him inside forward on attack, and I'm also going to make Felix an inside forward on attack. Yeah. Felipe, Herrera, Llorente, Saul. Herrera over the top. PK gets to it. Ter Stegen clears. Still getting a lot of space on the wings. Messi. Oh, Oblak saves. Saul clears. We're running out of time here. Will a tactical change do anything now? Here's Pig. Semedo. Tackle him. Tackle him. Don't let him run past you. What are you doing? Dembele. Oblak. Oblak. First time ball to Diego Costa. What can Costa do now? Elbow someone. Felix. Good ball over the top to Felix. Do some... Fuck it. Let's do something maverick. Yep, that's the one. Who knows, maybe we can get one back at least with that. I don't know. Trips. Oh, Dembele's got it again. 89 minutes, we're going to get fucked here, aren't we? Oh no, Semedo! That would have been it. I mean, it is it. It's 3-1. Felix. Oh god, that's embarrassing. I mean, that sums it up, doesn't it? They're the better team. Barcelona are the better team. We kind of knew it. Kind of predicted it. We're going to have to hope that Barcelona fuck up somewhere else this season. You see, this is what I was having nightmares about before this game. This is what I didn't want to see in my inbox. Griezmann gets one over on Atletico Madrid. Anybody but him. Anybody but Griezmann. Oh, so annoying, so annoying, so annoying. I mean, it's annoying to lose to Barcelona in the first place. It puts us in a bad position in the league. In a good position, but, a bad position in terms of trying to win La Liga. But to have Griezmann be the one that did it to us as well is fucking shit. I mean, yeah, Felix scored, and technically Felix was Griezmann's kind of almost like-for-like replacement. Just wish he could have scored another couple of times. Energetic manager Jim G. How do they know? So where does that put us in terms of La Liga? Well, we're still second. That's fine. What did Real win? Real must have won as well. Real have lost 3, drawn 2. So Real are on 26 points. Not that far behind us. And Barcelona are 8 points clear now. That is a lot. You know, you can't see Barcelona dropping that many points. But that's assuming that we win all of our remaining games as well. So it's become quite a tough ask. In fact, let's go into dynamics. Let's have a look. So my support is actually still very good. Support for you has recently seen a slight drop. Oh dear. Okay, so Club Vision disappointed about the defeat against Barcelona. I mean, obviously you're going to be, but you have to accept that that's a game that you could lose, surely. Happy with positive atmosphere, happy with your level of support. Club Vision C, satisfied with the progress made towards this is like my fucking school report, this. C plus, B minus, C plus, BV. Never quite as good as it could be. Let's see how the players think of me though. Okay. So we've got some support. Who supports me? You're all in the team. Herrera, Llorente. Fucking love Llorente. I tell you what. Next episode, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a rundown of my favourite players so far. But Herrera, Llorente, he's one of them. Spoiler. Lamar, Correa, Hermoso, Felipe, Trippier, Torres, and Lodi all support me, which is great. I would love to get Diego Costa to support me and some of these guys, but 13 players have no real opinion of me. How can you have no real opinion of me after 13 games? It's like, it's just a guy. It's just a guy. Comes in every so often, goes home. It's just a guy. Griezmann has the last laugh. The little clown has the last laugh. And that's what really hurts here. I can take the loss to Barcelona. You know, a loss to Barcelona is something that I think any team in the world would not begrudge a loss to Barcelona. It's never a game that you think we should be winning this. No, that's a game that you run the risk of losing. I just wish my board felt the same. So you can't be too disheartened about it. It does mean that my goal of winning La Liga is looking very, very shaky. But, you know, who knows? If we can hold on to second place, we can go the rest of the season undefeated or try to, then maybe we won't get sacked.